Hey guys, Late Boy Scout here. I want to take just a few minutes and give you a look at the Fenix MC10 flashlight. Pretty interesting offering from Fenix. I'm reviewing this on behalf of Gear Buyer's Guide and gun websites and their awesome project in which they will sell and donate the proceeds of things like this to the Wounded Warriors Project. Awesome guys, very, very cool. Let's go through some of the specs here and get to know this light just a little bit. This thing has got a Cree Premium high power white LED with about 50,000 hour lifespan. Uses just one AA battery, of which I have here an Energizer lithium, because that's giving me some of the best power you can get. It's got 3 levels of light output, but then also 2 flash modes. Let's see if we can go through those real quickly. The first would be the low light output mode. This would be about 5 lumens, and then we'll bump that up by holding this button down until we reach about 50 lumens. And then the next one up from that, according to the specs, according to the website, is 125 lumens. Pretty nice and bright. And then you would just hold it down again to get back to low mode. So those are the 3 intensity modes. But then again, there are also 2 different strobe modes. One is just the plain old flashing strobe, which gives you about 2.5 hours, and S.O.S, which gives you 10 hours. I forgot to mention that on low light, you get about 65 hours from a fresh battery, maybe more from a lithium battery. And on 50 lumen mode, medium mode, you get about 5 hours. Then on high, 125 lumen mode, you get about 1.2 hours. In order to get into strobe and or S.O.S, what you would simply do, it's very similar, it's fairly intuitive once you understand how this works. What you would do at this point is kind of double tap that. So it's on, so I want to turn it on, off, and on real quickly. Okay, now we're in strobe. Now we can bring it to S.O.S from this point. We have to be in strobe mode first, then we can change it to S.O.S. And by doing that, again, like you do for the other modes, you hold down the button, and now you're in S.O.S mode. You see? So I'll go back to strobe if I want to by pressing and holding that down. And I'm in strobe again. Then I would just double tap that to come back to low mode. So, fairly intuitive once you sort of get a sense for it. Pretty comparable to my Fenix LD10. The difference being that this is intended for nothing but outdoor use, and the LD10 is for outdoors and some kind of tactical uses as well. Why is this just for outdoors? Well, it's completely waterproof for one thing. Beyond that, it attaches very nicely to the Fenix headband. I'm afraid I don't have that, but if I were to pull this thing off, it doesn't come off as easily as I thought it would. If you were to attach this to the Fenix headband, you would rotate the band. Instead of having this on the side of your head, you would rotate that around to the front like this, rotate it around to the front, and then you've got this kind of pointing up and down, or however you choose to, and you can also rotate it side to side, depending on your needs. It could be an area light for any other number of uses as well. And of course, this little clip makes it possible for you to not only use it in the headband, as I mentioned, but also to clip it to a belt or perhaps your backpack and just sort of face it forward, you know, and let that thing sort of bounce and ride and shine your way ahead of you without the need for any kind of a headband. Great option, great option. Great way to use that. And again, adjust that head to point it in the direction that you need it to be pointing, you know? Yeah, very, very cool. Aircraft grade aluminum, the head here. There's no clickiness to that button, but it's fairly tactile, a nice little attachment hoop there. Again, the pocket clip was nice and strong as I demonstrated, had a hard time pulling that off. Fully waterproof, awesome thing. Weighs about 53.5 grams, excluding batteries. I'm going to put that in the, let's see, 2 to 3 ounce range. Don't know what 53 grams amounts to offhand, but I think I'm going to put this in the 2 to 3 ounce range. Feels light enough to easily be a headlamp, easily. How long is this thing? Let's go through some dimensions here. about 4 inches this way, about, let's see, less than an inch that way, around 7/8 right there. And right there it's around, 1 3/4, including that little loop. And yeah, those are all the dimensions. Not bad. I'm going to say that's very nice actually for what it is. And I would love to add something like this to my outdoor light collection. Sadly, I need to pass it on now. Well, that's been just a little intro and demonstration of the MC10. I wish I could hang around a little longer and I could play with it more and give it some serious testing before passing it on to the next guy. But sadly, again, there just isn't time for that. But this has been a quick look. I'm the Late Boy Scout. Thanks for watching.